Joao Felix on Room 442. We discuss Chelsea, yet another loss. We also talk about Lionel Messi to Saudi Arabia. But first, the Manchester Derby.
Hello and welcome to Room 442. Pep Guardiola joked he had some ridiculous tactics in mind for the Manchester Derby, but that term pretty much sums up City's performance in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night. Southampton came into the quarter-final without a win in their last 8 matches against Premier League opposition, but the Saints romped to a shock 2-0 win against a City team who'd already dispatched Liverpool and Chelsea, both of last year's finalists, from the competition. For the second match in a row, Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne were left on the bench, but City's starting lineup still featured the likes of Ilkay Gundogan, Phil Foden and World Cup winner Julian Alvarez. Expensive bench warmers, Jack Grealish and Calvin Phillips both got rare starts, but the England internationals, acquired at a combined $230 million, struggled to make an impact on the game. On top of that, for the first time since 2018, City finished a match without registering a single shot on target. Guardiola has often been accused of overthinking his tactics, and Man City will need to bounce back in style against United on Saturday. Erik ten Hag's side overcame Charlton in their own Carabao Cup quarter-final on Tuesday night, and that victory made it 8 wins on the bounce for United, their longest winning run in the past 4 seasons. Crucial to that hot streak has been the return of form of Marcus Rashford, who's found the net in each of his last 6 matches and on 15 goals has already tripled his strike rate from last season. City made light work of United in the last derby back in October when Erling Haaland and Phil Foden both scored hat-tricks in a 6-2 win at the Etihad. But Ten Hag's side have come a long way since that embarrassing defeat. And if City look anything like they did in the Carabao Cup, could we see another ridiculous result on the weekend?
A big result could be incoming for Manchester United. Check this out, guys. Last 10 matches, all competitions, 9 wins and just 1 loss for Manchester United. 6 clean sheets, by the way. City, 7 wins, a draw and a loss. Just the 3 clean sheets are leaking goals, you know, when it comes to City standards. It's Albert Vartanian here, joined by James Sharman and Mikey Singh. Mikey, what do you make of Manchester United at the moment heading into this huge derby?
It looks like they're having fun, and that's the biggest thing. It's never been an easy task or an easy thing to do, is just go on the pitch and enjoy your football, but it looks like they're starting to do that under Erik ten Hag. You know, there was a lot of question marks at the start of the season whether Erik ten Hag would be able to come in and instill his method of football right away and would the players buy in. And, you know, there's been some turbulence, obviously. There's one of the main reasons for turbulence is now out the door, and another guy is stepping up in his place in Marcus Rashford, who is taking over that mantle as sort of the star guy right now for Manchester United. But it's beyond Rashford. Casemiro is balling out right now for this club. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has had a little bit of a resurgence at right back. Take this in. 5 matches that he's played, that he started for Manchester United this season, 5 clean sheets. And I don't think that's a coincidence. He's such a good defender. Yeah, they're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and this Manchester derby is going to be a really big test.
Man City, big loss to Southampton in the EFL Cup. A bit of a shock. I know they had a under strength for Manchester City starting 11. Pep saying if they play like that against United, they have no chance. Do you share the same feelings?
For sure. Listen, the weather was awful on the South Coast, but that's no excuse. There were players in that 11 yesterday who had opportunities to prove themselves as regular starters. Grealish being mentioned there, Calvin Phillips we mentioned there, and they blew it. And you know that Pep is absolutely furious. It's so strange because the week before against Chelsea, they looked back to their very, very best, I thought.
Dominant.
Really a dominant performance, which should throw fear into United. But there's some issues there, obviously. They haven't been quite as consistent as years past. So this is as an exciting a derby as we've seen for some time, I think, in Manchester.
You're not expecting, Mikey, the same scoreline as the last Manchester derby, right?
I'm happy
you would think
that
would leave something on United, but they really turned it around since then.
Well, I'm happy you brought that up because it does make me a little bit nervous as a Manchester United fan, because the last time these two teams played, it was the same type of scenario. Manchester United was entering in fantastic form. You remember, they just beat Liverpool. They beat Arsenal. We were kind of turning the page, and I say Manchester United was kind of turning the page on what was a shaky start. And we're back to the same narrative heading into this one. So you never know what to expect, but You got to feel nice right now.
There's something about Ten Hag, isn't there?
Yeah.
They've got a good one now, I think. 20 wins out of 27 games. It's a
Fastest
record.
manager to 20 wins.
Yeah. And think about that. United, pretty good managers over the years. So he's hit something right here.
Yeah.
And really his first full window as well. I think it's really exciting times for United.
If there's a manager that isn't hitting all the right things at the moment, it's Graham Potter. Chelsea, another loss, this time to Fulham. The big story coming out of this one, Joao Felix, in his debut, surprising to see him in the 11, first ever straight red card. He returns now against West Ham, February 11th, James, a month from today.
Almost 10 million for the loan deal. Right, what was the math again?
$1.65 million red card.
It's just, I mean, I feel so sorry for Graham Potter. All right, okay, the injuries, number one. The individual mistakes we saw again today in that first goal, pathetic. Even the goalkeeper, Kepa, on that second goal today, pathetic. Then the new signing gets a red card just after Zakaria gets taken off with an injury, another injury. I mean, Graham Potter, okay, maybe he's not the perfect manager just yet, but he's getting no luck whatsoever here.
Yeah, Mikey. Palace, Liverpool, Fulham up next. 1 win, 5 losses in the last 7, 10 points off of top 4. Forget Champions League places for Chelsea this season.
Yeah, I'm happy you said it. Forget Champions League places completely for Chelsea this season.
Incredible.
There's no salvaging in it. Make me think back to a couple years back when they had a similar season just like this. Yeah, you're right. It's been unlucky, but how many managers who get $400 million to spend you can really call unlucky?
Well, he hasn't though, right? It goes back to Tuchel as well.
Yeah.
Fair.
Right.
Fair.
But he has spent a lot of money though, there's no doubt.
Is the injury thing an excuse? I personally don't think it is. But it seems like people are using that as an excuse.
Mike, it is. Why not? Why
It
wouldn't
is.
it be?
You're losing many players, key players, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're still in the Champions League. They have a shot against Dortmund, but not expecting them to do very much, right, in Europe?
And who knows? I mean, this is a weird season. I keep saying it. I'm like a broken record. I know that, but it's a strange year.
Yeah, it is.
It is only halfway through the campaign. They could turn it around. Out of those teams fighting for fourth place right now, beyond the top 2 or 3, there's no great team there. They could drop points.
Right.
So it's still too early to write them off completely.
Is it strange,
it
strange
is.
things are happening, like potentially Lionel Messi to Al-Hilal to play against his buddy Cristiano Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia? Could happen. We'll talk about that coming up after the break. Welcome back inside of room 442. It's Albert Vartani here, joined by Mikey Singh and Sarah Pararia. And guess who's back? Lionel Messi back on the score sheet for PSG in a 2-0 win over Angers. Great performance from him coming back. I mean, we expected him to probably be at his best still. I mean, somewhat of a World Cup hangover, you'd have to think. But with that said, his Argentine manager, he wants him at the next World Cup. He had this to say, actually. I think Messi can get to the next World Cup. It will depend a lot on what he wants, on whether he feels good. The door will always be open, but he is happy on the pitch, and it would be very nice for us. So by the next World Cup series, he's going to be 39 years old. Dani Alves, 39 years old, made the World Cup for Brazil. You think he'll make it?
It's looking better than it did before the World Cup. I think a lot of things come into play. Copa America and where he's going to be playing at that time. I've said it before, but Messi's the kind of player where if he's not going to be in his prime still or playing well, I don't think he would play with Argentina because he wants to be able to give everything to that team.
Right.
So I think if he's still playing at a top level or playing consistently, and depending on what happens with that Copa America in 2 years, if they don't win or if they play really poorly, I can't see him continuing with the Argentine team.
Yeah, Mikey, with that said, in 2 years, right, Copa America, he's going to be 37 years old. We should expect to see him in that lineup, right, come opening day for Copa America.
Definitely, right? The way that he played at the World Cup, it looked like he was not slowing down anytime soon. And the way he started this match over the weekend, that goal was absolutely fantastic. Vintage Messi, the link-up play, the build-up, the timing of the run was absolutely fantastic. So in 2 years' time, I expect Messi not only to be starting, but playing a prominent role at the Copa America for Argentina. And he will be at the 2026 World Cup. And the reason being, it's going to be in the United States. He's going to be playing for Inter Miami. And there's a whole marketing campaign behind Lionel Messi playing at a World Cup in the United States where he plays domestic football.
Sarah, this guy's all over the Inter Miami Messi train. I mean, there's a lot of speculation as to where he will end his career. It's going to be PSG, back at Barcelona, and we'll get to one more in Saudi Arabia. But do you expect him to end his career at one of these destinations? I don't want to call them not the top level, but
You can call them not the
they are
top.
not the top level.
well,
It is not the top
compare when you compare MLS, Saudi Arabia, Qatari league, those types of leagues to the French league, the top 5 European leagues, it's not the same.
No, it's not. I mean, of course, personally, I'd love to see him go back to Barcelona, but there's also a part of me that thinks he might go back to Argentina and Newell's boys because that's where he started. I think we could potentially see Messi make an appearance in the MLS, but I don't know. I almost could see him going more to the Middle East right now than the MLS, then MLS.
Major League Soccer. Okay,
Right.
so here's a rumor, and Mikey brought this to my attention. Messi potentially joining Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia. This is a report coming out of Mundo Deportivo. Al-Hilal are prepared to offer the Argentine legend a huge salary of no less than 300 million per year, which is almost double to what Ronaldo is getting. Do you make anything of this?
You have to, right? Based on what we've seen with Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's going to be really tough for Ronaldo to turn down 200 million. How tough is it going to be for Messi to walk away from 300 million a year? That's even for a guy like Lionel Messi, who probably has everything he'd want.
And that's probably just his playing salary.
That's life-changing money. Absolutely life-changing money. I personally, as a fan, don't love it, but you have to accept if a player wants to go that route, you can't really fault them too much because if you're in that position, are you turning anything close to that down? There's no way.
Don't you think PSG are going to crank it up a bit now too, and they have the means to?
They're owned by Qataris, right?
Exactly, and PSG have been bending through these, rules of financial fair play.
But for
so
PSG,
long.
right, they're still a top-level team, Champions League team. They want Messi at his best level. I don't think they'll be throwing that type of money at him when he's 39 years old.
39, no, but we're talking about
Let's
right
say
now.
let's say the next 2 to 3 years.
That's really interesting she said right now, though, because everyone's talking about it like it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to be going back to PSG. Well, Inter Miami still very much want him. They're confident they could get something done. Now we're hearing these rumors about Saudi Arabia stepping up, and of course PSG feel confident. So now there's 3 teams,
Right.
3 different
Yeah.
leagues that feel like they can get Messi. The decision is not done
There's
yet.
6 months until that contract.
If Barcelona somehow finds the money and comes into the
I haven't even
mix,
talked
do
about
they go to the
Barca.
top of the list for him, you think?
No.
Or can he?
No, the only
about going
reason
there?
why is because of who's still running the club at Barca and Joan Laporte and the decisions he made, as well as players like Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, who are looking to be slowly on their way out, and those are really dear friends and teammates of Messi.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm hoping so.
If this does happen, I mean, Ronaldo caught a lot of slack
Yeah.
for moving to Saudi Arabia.
Fair play.
I'd be very interested to hear what people have to say about Messi going to Al-Hilal.
He's not going.
But if he does,
And he will.
I think he would deserve the same treatment. This is my Ronaldo agenda, but seriously.
I
Right?
don't, yeah. But the difference though is
What's the difference?
Ronaldo comes out and says, "Oh, you guys don't know football. You don't understand. Saudi Arabia is a great league." Ronaldo's chasing the money. He's not admitting it. If Messi comes out and says,
Hey.
"Hey, that offer was really tempting. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
but
play
If
in
the
Saudi."
bosses at
Wait.
Homestand Sports came to you and said, "Hey, I'm going to quadruple your salary, but you got to say all this baloney on television," what are you doing?
But
Yeah, exactly.
no,
Go
but
ahead,
what
sir.
more does Messi
I'll
have to
sell out.
prove?
I'll
That's the
sell out.
difference. Messi's the best player in the world of all time ever. If he
I
goes
mean,
to Saudi Arabia,
they both have nothing to prove.
I mean, does Ronaldo have a World Cup?
Oh, there we go. We got to end this segment
Ooh.
and get ready for
Not,
the bet. Hold on,
not
hold on,
Albert's
hold on.
boy, Cristiano
We
Ronaldo.
can't. This is going so well, right? All right, coming up, the best game show on television, not in Room 442
here we
history,
go.
in television history, Bert's Brainbusters. All right, welcome back inside Room 442. James Sharman now joins us, Sarah Pararia and Mikey Singh on the couch, and it's time for Bert's Brainbusters. Reigning, defending champion Sarah Pararia. We haven't done this in a while.
I know.
Since you've been gone, so we're back. You guys know the rules. I'm going to give you a bunch of hints. You have to guess the footballer. There'll also be guess the footballer based on his career path, but I'll let you know when we get to that point. Ready?
No, not really.
Not at all.
I've been studying.
Oh, this guy's
I've been
serious.
studying.
Wow, the underdog today.
Underdog. I can't
know.
believe you're giving me the underdog tag.
Okay, let's go.
I
You
need
guys
more
ready?
respect.
Let's go number 1. I've played under Alan Pardew, Jurgen Klopp, and Brendan Rodgers. I only made 46 appearances for Liverpool. 36 of those were under Jurgen Klopp, James.
James.
I've played for 3 Premier League clubs. Aston Villa is
John
one
Joe
of them.
Shelby.
No.
Son of a gun.
In my career, I've played with Mark Albrighton, Kevin De Bruyne, and Felipe Coutinho. I represented Belgium at Euro 2016 and Euro 2020. Crystal Palace is the last Premier League club I played for.
This is a really good one, and I always jump in too soon, don't I?
I have one more hint.
Christian Benteke?
Christian
Wow.
Benteke.
Let's go. The
Michael
underdog?
Singh. Well done. Benteke, can we get him on the board? There he is. All right.
go.
Hey, Mikey, up 1. Next one. I've scored the most Europa League goals ever. Oh. No?
No, I'm not changing.
I won the Europa League twice, by the way, with 2 different clubs. In my career, I've made stops at Galatasaray, Chelsea, and Porto.
Oh, I was going in a different direction.
I played for Monaco when they made the semifinals of the Champions League in 2016-17. I was their top scorer in the competition.
I can't remember.
What is that?
That was me. Radamel Falcao.
Radamel Falcao.
I
Cool.
There he is, Falcao. El Tigre. All right. 1-1-0. Next one. I won the World Cup in 2014. I scored the winner against France in the quarterfinals of that World Cup. This is my career path. Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Dortmund.
Oh,
Marco Reus?
Götze.
No. Mikey.
Well, we
The
didn't
2
meet
clubs
when
I
talked
played
about
for
it.
met in the 2013 Champions League final. I was on the losing team. I'm a defender,
Oh my goodness gracious.
center back.
Mats Hummels.
Mats Hummels, Mikey, sing.
We
once
did it.
again.
We did it.
Again, I just jumped the gun every
You
single
figured it
time.
out right after?
Yeah.
All right.
Every single time.
2-1-0. Ready? I started my career at Arsenal before going out to Brentford on loan. During my time in England, I won 2 FA Cups. I've played with Antonio Rudiger, Mohamed Salah, and Francesco Totti. Who can this be, James?
Wow.
In my second season at Roma, I kept the most clean sheets in Serie A.
Okay, wait.
I'm stumping you guys
Long
today.
way
Oh.
back when.
Oh gosh.
I got 2 more hints, but I think it'll give it away.
Okay, wait. Let's just
Yeah,
marinate.
slow down a
Let's
little bit, yeah.
marinate in
Slow
this.
down a little bit. So is it Roma? He's at Arsenal.
Started my career at Arsenal,
Yeah.
went on loan to Brentford, won 2 FA Cups. I played with Rudiger, Salah, and Totti. In my second season at Roma, I kept the most clean
Oh
sheets
my
in
god,
Serie
I
A.
can see him.
I won the Scudetto 3 times, but never with Roma.
Oh, oh my God.
At the 2022 World Cup,
Chesney.
yes, you got it. I stopped Lionel Messi's penalty. Huh? How many minutes? 4 minutes
He
left.
played with Totti?
Yeah. He was on
Yeah,
loan to
I
Roma.
remember that.
But that far back?
Yeah.
But then he went
I think
to
that was Totti's
Juventus.
maybe last season.
That must. When was the last season?
I think 2016.
Was it?
Yeah. All right, next one. 2-2-0. I'm one of the most transferred players ever.
Oh goodness.
Some of my stops include Barcelona and Juventus. I've played in 4 different decades.
Juve and
This is James' strength.
Barca.
over
I
here.
once said, when you buy me, you're buying a Ferrari. If you
Oh.
drive a Ferrari, you put premium petrol in the tank. You hit the motorway and you step on the gas. Guardiola filled up with diesel.
Zlatan.
And-
That yeah.
Thank you
had
very
it.
much.
Yeah.
I
He's also in the PSG
I don't know
and
why I
AC
didn't say
Milan
it earlier.
Hall of Fame. There he is. I love
that
this
was I was waiting for more.
guy. He
I
hates Guardiola, by the way.
no, I know, but I thought that was so
Surprises him.
obvious. I thought there was gonna. Now go on.
2-2-1.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
was
now
too
we're
obvious.
at
silly.
guess the career path.
Okay.
Barcelona, Chelsea, Roma, Lazio.
Hold on.
Barca to Chelsea.
He's actually one of the most...
Pedro.
Oh, well
done.
done. Holy.
This is good.
On fire.
He's won a lot, by the way.
Yeah, yes.
Pedro. Underrated player. Next one. So 2, 3, 1. Watford, Villa, United, Inter,
This is you.
Aston Villa.
Ashley Young.
Ashley
Oh,
Young
well done. That was quick.
with
Boom.
conviction, James
Yeah.
Sharman.
Got
All right. 2, 3, 2.
Right.
PSV, Manchester United, Lyon, Barcelona.
Oh,
Memphis Depay.
Yeah.
Memphis Depay.
oh,
Done.
3, 3, 2.
that was. Oh.
Needed that one.
Real Sociedad, Eibar, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Real Sociedad,
Okay, hold on.
Eibar, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. I'm not even saying, you can't shush me, I'm not saying anything.
Wait, did he? Where did he go?
90 seconds left, he's a midfielder.
Yeah.
Real Sociedad, Eibar,
Oh,
Liverpool, Real
no, Alonso.
Xavi
You had
Alonso.
it, yeah, you had it first. You had it first.
So,
You
hold
had it
on.
first.
2,
3.
3, 4? No, yeah, 3, 4, 2.
Dos. You got 3?
Okay,
Oh, that's
quickly.
right, yeah.
Barcelona,
No.
Roma,
No.
Milan, Ajax, Stoke, Mainz, Alaves, Montreal Impact,
Oh,
Vissel
Bojan.
Kobe, Bojan Krkic. Well done.
Krikic.
Finally, last one. PSG, Arsenal, Real Madrid,
You're going-
PSG, Liverpool, Man City, Fenerbahce, Bolton, Chelsea,
Okay, I-
Shanghai, Juventus, West Brom,
Oh,
Mumbai
oh,
City.
oh,
Drogba?
No.
no.
No. Liverpool.
Oh my God. No.
PSG, Arsenal, Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool, Man City, Fenerbahce, Bolton,
my
Chelsea,
gosh.
Shanghai, Juventus, West Brom, Mumbai City.
Mumbai City.
Yeah,
Mumbai
that's
City.
throwing me
How
off.
did I not give it away? How much time we have left, Ellie? 30 seconds.
No, you're. Okay, hold on. I think
I need a score check.
Oh,
reminder.
oh my God! It's a Brazilian. I know who it is.
Hurry up! Somebody. He's
Brazilian.
French.
No, oh
No
God.
longer plays.
Oh well, I was thinking
Cheru.
No.
French.
A good one. Good guess.
3, 2, 1. Nicholas Anelka.
Oh no, no.
Mumbai? You went
Look
to
at that. Look
Mumbai?
at him in the West
Not
Brom.
a
went to Mumbai.
notion.
Hold on, can
Yeah.
we do a quick score check?
I've got West Brom
Okay.
too.
Tied?
Yeah.
Oh, no tiebreaker. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
All right.
So I still say reigning
push.
champion.
Yeah, I
I
think it
really
carries
thought you
over.
guys were going to get Nicholas Anelka.
Oh no.
I forgot about the West Brom
I'm
entirely
thinking,
with
who
him.
went to
I got them mixed up in my. I don't know.
You were just talking about him the other day. That's
yeah,
why.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a tie. The first tie in Bert's Brainbusters history. But guess what?
it
That's
the
the
first?
end of the show. I think so. It's the first
All right.
one.
I don't know. Can't
So you're
remember.
still the champion,
Should
actually.
be like
Yeah.
a,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for Room 442. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're going to preview the Premier League weekend.